Tonight, an exclusive 5 on Your Side investigation.
Caught on camera breaking the law and leaving neighborhoods trashed. 5 on Your Side Chief Investigator Ron Regan is here tonight. And Ron, you've uncovered some of the worst alleged offenders.
Well, we've spent months tracking those sites, and it's more than an eyesore. It can turn a neighborhood into a nightmare, cutting into property values and leaving taxpayers on the hook for cleanup.
Trash and debris and stuff.
In broad daylight, this undercover video tells the story. Everything from chairs to couches dumped on the side of the road.
The city will never be great again if we keep letting anyone dump wherever they please.
Here's what Jean Cotton watched pile up right across the street from her house.
To come out and, worry about rodents and stuff running around, that's not fair.
And in another neighborhood, we caught this. Tons of household waste dumped onto a vacant property for months.
News 5, I'd like to ask you some questions about the felony charges against you.
52-year-old Terry Voorhees is now facing felony charges.
You're charged with using a home on Fullerton as an illegal dump site. Is that accurate?
We caught up with him in court, where he declined comment and has pleaded not guilty. But what he allegedly left behind was captured on video.
I've heard the term vigilante. I've heard the term, drone avenger.
Ed McDonald.
That's my beast.
Take off. Uses his own drone.
When you see it from the air and you have that aerial shot of it, man, it opens the whole property up, and you're like, wow, that's crazy.
Documenting illegal dumping like this all over Cleveland.
And I'm just tired of these sites. I'm tired of driving past and hearing that there's a property and nobody wants to do anything about it.
And our investigation found 960 illegal dump sites across the city in the last 5 years.
Somebody shoots somebody and they live, you have one victim, okay? When somebody comes to dumping and they dump in a neighborhood, it's not just one victim, it's a whole community.
Cleveland Police Sergeant Andy Ezzo heads up the Environmental Crimes Task Force, targeting illegal dump sites.
Right now what we're looking at is a bunch of garbage debris.
Including this. One of Cleveland's most dangerous sites, the Acme National Building on Cleveland's east side. Christopher Gattarello is now in federal prison, convicted of dumping tons of waste here, including asbestos.
And currently, right now, there's still 75 to 80,000 tons still inside.
Still inside?
Still inside the property.
And that's toxic?
Yes, definitely.
It will cost taxpayers at least $5 million to clean up.
He's in prison. So how's he going to clean it up? He's in prison. You're talking millions of dollars. Somebody has to pay to clean it up. And it's going to be the taxpayers.
In the last 5 years, his team has completed more than 1,200 investigations, 323 convictions.
No, please don't. No, we'd like to ask you some questions about the charges against you.
Including Michael John Miller, charged with dumping more than 3,000 tires onto this lot.
Did you have a license?
No, we were getting ready to get the license.
You were illegally dumping.
Well, that's the problem, was we were trying to get compliant.
But investigators say Miller was not compliant or licensed. Cleanup cost taxpayers $40,000.
Have you ever done this before?
Oh, no.
Not exactly. We found Miller has an outstanding warrant for dumping outside Erie, Pennsylvania.
Have you ever been to Girard Township, Pennsylvania?
Girard Township, Pennsylvania? What's that about?
Well, the Pennsylvania State Police say you have.
Including at least 50 tires.
So this isn't the first time that you've been charged with dumping?
That's something that fell off the bus. That's something that fell off the vehicle.
Both cases remain unresolved. But despite at least 892 sites cleaned up, we found Cleveland lacks a key weapon. In Columbus, illegal dumping cases are heard by one judge in one court.
What's different is my court has an expanded jurisdiction that can handle environmental crimes, from littering to pollution. To me, it's all connected.
But here in Cleveland, that does not happen, leaving cases to get lost in the shuffle of 34 other judges hearing murders, rapes, and assaults. Cleveland Housing Court Judge Ron O'Leary says that should change.
Would give really sort of a one-shop place for law enforcement to come for issues like illegal dumping.
Providing swifter and more consistent sentencing. Aiding a task force working to improve Cleveland neighborhoods.
I'm just using my resources and my tools to be able to help my community.
And the lives of those who live here.
If the environmental crime team get on your case, they will find you, and they will get you, and they will make you clean it up overnight.
Well, Cleveland is now trying to change state law to authorize a special designated court like that in Columbus. And we'll continue to follow what happens as a result of what we found all over the city. I'm Chief Investigator Ron Regan.